So what happens when you take two of Elon Musk's wildest, most futuristic projects and smash them together? We're talking about Neuralink and the Optimus robot. And believe me, this isn't just a story about brain chips and walking robots. It's about a vision that could completely rewrite our future.
Let's just jump right in with a question that sounds like it's pulled from the pages of a sci-fi novel. Could a humanoid robot, one that could also, say, sort packages in a factory, actually perform delicate brain surgery on a person? Seriously, think about that, because that single question is the key to this whole thing.
A robot brain surgeon? I mean, it sounds completely out there, right? It is an incredibly audacious goal. So let's break down what's actually being proposed here.
And look, this isn't just some hypothetical idea floating around. Elon Musk has been very clear about this. He truly envisions a future where the general-purpose Optimus robot could be trained to perform the incredibly delicate surgery needed to implant a Neuralink device into a human brain.
Okay, to really wrap our heads around that vision, we first need to get a super clear picture of the two main technologies at play here: Neuralink and, of course, Optimus.
So on one side, you have Neuralink. It's all about connecting the human mind directly to technology. And on the other, you've got Optimus, a humanoid robot built to physically interact with the world around it. You see? Two very different projects, with very different goals, but as we're about to see, they are on a direct collision course.
The most important thing to remember about Neuralink is its primary mission. It's developing what are called brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, and the immediate, absolutely life-changing goal is to give people with paralysis the power to control computers, wheelchairs, you name it, just by thinking.
And then there's Optimus. This is Tesla's big bet on the future of robotics. And it's not a one-trick pony. This is designed to be a general-purpose worker, running on that same advanced AI that powers Tesla's cars, meant to do all the jobs that are maybe too repetitive or just too dangerous for people.
So we've got the brain interface and the humanoid robot, two totally separate paths. Now for the really fascinating part. How in the world do these two paths actually merge into one single future?
Well, here's the roadmap. Right now, Neuralink uses this super specialized surgical robot called the R1. It's a machine built for one thing and one thing only: microscopic precision. The goal, the big idea, is to take Optimus and train it using the literal mountains of real-world data from Tesla's car fleet until this general-purpose robot can not only match, but actually exceed what the specialized R1 can do.
But hold on, because having Optimus perform the surgery, that's really just the first layer of this whole thing. There's another connection being built that's frankly even more profound and could change everything for patients.
And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. Here's a direct quote from Danish Hassan, who happens to be the head of surgery at Neuralink. He said that a direct interface between Neuralink patients and the Optimus robot is coming very soon. So what does that actually mean?
It means exactly what it sounds like. We are talking about giving a person the ability to control a humanoid robotic avatar using nothing but their mind. Just stop and imagine that. For someone with severe paralysis, they could have a physical body, a surrogate, that can move through the world for them, all controlled by their thoughts. It's a truly mind-blowing prospect.
Now, an ambition this huge obviously comes with a pretty wild price tag and some major questions about what's actually possible. So let's talk about the enormous financial stakes and the very real challenges standing in the way.
Yeah, you're seeing that number right, $25 trillion. To put that into perspective, that's more than the entire annual GDP of the United States. It is just an absolutely astronomical number.
And you don't get to a valuation like that by selling a few cool robots. That number is based on the belief that Optimus will become the single most significant product in human history, that it will fundamentally change the nature of labor, the economy, well, pretty much everything.
But of course, ambition is one thing and reality is another. The hurdles here they're monumental. I mean, technically, getting a general-purpose robot to have the steady hand of a brain surgeon is a massive challenge. Development-wise, let's be honest, Optimus is still very much an early prototype. Then you have the insane regulatory maze you'd have to navigate. And maybe most importantly, there's the huge ethical question. Are you really ready to trust an autonomous robot with your brain?
So all of this, the technology, the money, the incredible challenges, it all brings us to a final and maybe the most profound part of this whole story. Because this isn't just about cool tech anymore. It's about what it means to be human.
Ultimately, this is the real implication.
If these technologies actually succeed, we're heading towards a future where that clear, distinct line between a person's own body and a machine they control with their mind just starts to dissolve. It begins to blur in ways we've only ever seen in science fiction.
And that's the question this whole vision leaves us with, isn't it? Is a thought-controlled robot avatar and a robot brain surgeon the ultimate leap forward for humanity and medicine, or is it a step into a future that maybe we just aren't quite ready for?